So this is the 8th episode of the Psychic Wave podcast. I am with two members of the band Bundy from Long Beach. I'm with Nani and I'm with Kelsey.
Yo, what's up? I'm also Kelsey.
And so Nani is the vocalist and guitarist,
That's
correct?
Right.
And you are the bassist. Kelsey is the bassist. And I know we already talked a little bit about this, but we'll talk about it on camera.
Yeah.
For content's sake.
Yeah.
So
I don't put it in my butt, but if I were to, I would use lots of lube.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you're just being a bitch about it.
Well, if you smuggled as many drugs as I did across Mexico, you would understand what I was saying.
At that point, it should be stretched out enough that you don't need the lube.
All right, so that's it for the Psychic Wave podcast. I'm just kidding.
Nice talking to you guys.
But I probably should be rolling in this. But let's start off with how you guys met and how the band formed.
Yeah. So, I've said this like 100 times, but here we go. So I've been in a bunch of bands before, all around Long Beach and before that or whatever, since I was a youngin'. And I moved to Long Beach and had a bunch of bands. And then my buddy Derek, who's the drummer in our band, moved into our house. Or I moved in with him, something like that. We all moved in together into a house. And then after about a year or two of living together, I wanted to throw a band together. And so I asked him to play drums for me. And then we actually had a guy who wanted to play bass for us, but he was a super flake, Mike. And and so Kelsey was home and he was sitting around, and I was like, Kelsey plays guitar and stuff. So I was like, hey, you want to play bass for a little bit? And then he ended up playing with us, and then it ended up sounding great. So fast forward like a year later, we were looking for another member, and I had at one point in our career as Long Beach guys ran into this guy Johnny Lim, who has like a studio, and he was in a band called Feral Kizzy for a while, and he graciously joined our band. So that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So, is this Mike from Iris? That was flaking?
No,
okay.
It's not.
All right. So I was like,
that Mike's cool.
No, he's not a flake as far as I know.
Okay.
We had a different fourth member for a little while.
Oh,
too.
yeah, we did. Gabe, who actually just texted me. And he was also kind of... Well, his car broke down. And his car... He lived in... where did he live? Covina?
Covina.
He lived in Covina.
He lived pretty far, so he couldn't get to practice. So we just had like several weeks and months of playing without him.
Yeah, so we just like wrote a bunch of stuff without him. And then by the time he was like, my car's fixed, I'm like... you're out of the band.
Yeah,
so,
we've got it down now.
Yeah,
You're not here.
We're playing shows without you. I don't know.
Dude, that's like, I think everybody, especially when you're trying to do band stuff, they have so many people that they find are flakes. And some of it's not their fault, like the car stuff and stuff like that.
It's not his fault.
But eventually you find like the group that works, and you know, the mics and the guys with the cars that break down, they don't make it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because everybody has their own life.
Yeah,
they work and they have their own personal lives, and then we try to make a lot of time for our band too. So
even
it's understandable.
even now, like we're like 2 years into the band, and it's really hard even just to like communicate sometimes with these guys, especially Kelsey, because he never answers his phone ever.
Hey, we live with each other.
Knock on my door, bitch.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm gonna move this close to you for a second because I can see it's not picking you up as much. But...
Sibilance.
Oh my god. But yeah, I don't answer my phone at all. Like, I wait for a text or I'll listen to a voicemail.
No, just a text. I text them. I don't call them.
And
no one calls anybody anymore.
I call people sometimes when I need their attention.
Sure.
But
when it's an emergency or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my definition of emergency sometimes is like, I'm in the drive-thru. What the fuck do you want?
Yeah. Like, that's pretty important. That's pretty fucking important.
Yeah.
You're at 7-Eleven, you want beer?
You gotta know the person well enough that you can assume what they want. Like, I know my girlfriend always wants like a fucking what are they called? The half-pound bean and cheese burrito, bold with green sauce.
It's so funny because I was actually thinking of Del Taco when I was saying that story right now.
Yeah.
Like that's
usually
the drive-thru that I'm at where it's like, what do you guys want?
I try to avoid Del Taco. Just because it's right next to my work, so we end up eating it like 3 times a week. And then the one by our house sucks. Takes forever.
Yeah, they take forever. They're like the slowest Del Taco.
And why should they take forever, dude? They have the same ingredients in every item.
Yeah,
they just have like a giant pot of all of them ready.
They do more prescription drugs.
Everyone on the internet is in agreement they fucking suck at this particular Del Taco. But that one girl who works there The girl with like the she's like a Mexican chola kind of girl. She's got all the makeup.
That narrows it down.
Yeah, especially in
the ones that
Long
work at Del Taco.
She's the best one that works there. If
I
you're
avoid
seeing
it.
this, you're the best one that works there. Thank you for being fucking nice all the time.
She's gonna not kill herself tonight.
Oh,
because
that's
of
really
that.
depressing. That she's not killing herself.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Working at Del Taco.
Yeah.
She's not even in a band. That's so pretentious.
We don't know that though. She could be in some like badass band that's like touring all over the country right now.
Del and the Tacos.
Del and the Tacos. Oh my god, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched a little bit. Not a little bit. I actually listened to all the stuff you guys have on the internet.
Cool.
And
I watched all your
videos.
stuff too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's like 3 things.
He hasn't seen any of it. No, it's like 7
I'm
things.
A dick. I didn't
He didn't
No,
watch
it's all
any of
good.
it. Dick. I
I
told him to watch the one with Mike because that's your fucking friend and you haven't seen it yet.
Well, it's all good. This is my I reached out to you guys and asked if you wanted to do this, so I was like, well, I should put in a little bit of effort. But so I watched all this stuff and the stuff that you're working on as well. The single that you have out right now, H Vultures.
Holy Vultures.
Holy Vultures. I
Holy
couldn't think of the
Vultures.
fucking word, but anyway, sounds sick.
Cool.
Like
Thank
it
you.
is really cool, and I feel like I have to say that when I have people on the podcast.
You can tell us
You're
it sucks.
obligated.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you could just say,
You
hey,
could
dude,
bring
that
us on the
sucks.
show and
But you
tell us
guys
that
were
we're
nice, so we could
assholes.
just-
I
this,
went
you know.
to the Continental Room on Monday, and
Okay.
all the bands sucked that night. And if you were there, you sucked.
Damn.
I have no problem like telling
You know who was
people
there?
that.
Who was playing that night? I know who was playing. It was Del and the Tacos. They were fucking playing.
No, dude, they played a secret show that night. You're not cool enough to get in.
Shit. You're
No, but it's really, really good. I like Holy Vultures, and one thing that I wanted to point out is like the music production on it is amazing, and I am surprised. Like I'm always surprised when the music production is good, and then the instrumental is good,
That's really nice to
and
hear.
then the lyrics are good, and
Cool.
you guys have all of that going, and it's not an identifiable sound. Like I can't put it into a genre. I mean, I probably could if I tried really hard.
Yeah.
But
It's just the
it sounded
Killers.
original.
We just listen to the Killers all the time.
It sounded original enough, and
or
like
Interpol.
Interpol.
it
Yeah.
was. I could see an Interpol.
Yeah.
Like
You know what's
aspect
funny?
To it. Yeah,
I've,
for sure.
I've literally, before we started the band...
Your voice is better than the dude from Interpol.
Thank
though.
you.
I don't
It's
like.
not monotone.
Let me tell you.
I
I don't even know what they sound like, to be honest, because
That,
I've never
exactly.
listened to their album before. And then someone told us when we were playing shows that we sound like them. So I started listening. I tried listening to their album, Under the Bright Lights. Is that the one? Is that their famous one?
Turn on the bright
Lights. See, I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know. I don't like them.
So yeah, so I tried listening to them, and I was like, I could see why people would say that musically, but I don't.
What I
like
get-
the
Yeah,
singing.
well, that's what I was going to say. I think it's more musically. It's not necessarily Nani's vocals.
Right.
I can
Yeah,
see
no, it's not.
a little bit more music, but not anything to do with
The musically, the instrumentals is way more. You've got way more variation than Interpol does. Like I'll listen to Interpol and I'll be like, all right, that krautrock drum beat.
Okay.
And then it's just kind of and it keeps going. But you guys have breaks. You guys switch it up.
Sure.
And like actually have different sections to the songs.
And they just play like straight the whole way
They
through.
do. They'll have a sick solo or something and like a kind of cool sound. Sort of. I don't like
Okay.
Interpol.
Well, some people like that. Some
But
people
my
like
point
it.
is, I actually like you guys' stuff. Like
Cool,
when you
thanks.
guys, when today happened, I was like, oh shit, I'm excited to meet these guys. It's not just like, I got an obligation today. It was like, I listened to everything that you guys have.
Cool, good.
And I liked.
Well, you should research.
Can you tell we're not as shitty as we used to be?
Do you listen to the old stuff or just the new
yeah, I
stuff?
listened to the old stuff. What was the EP before that?
Solitary Feeling.
Solitary Feeling. There were 3 or 4 songs on that I didn't like.
Okay.
But
Cool.
like when
Those
you're
are probably
listening,
the ones that we
I wanna
cut
know.
out from our set.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There was
Which
a lot
ones?
of them that
Tell me.
we
I
were
don't
just like,
remember
we
the
need to
names.
get rid
If
of
I was
these.
to like, here, I'll look it up. But but no. My point being, like when I listen to any music or any new stuff that I listen to, usually I don't like the whole album.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when I find stuff I do like, 75% of the time I'll listen and I'll like 3 songs off the album. And that's when I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I might have found a band that I'm going to like start following.
Right.
And I listened to your stuff and I was like, I like about 85% of this stuff.
Thank you.
It's really good. I was extremely excited to have you guys on.
I was going to say, thank you. I was going to say that with the first 2 EPs, we did those both in a year, like within the same year of starting the band. Like we wrote as many songs as the first EP had on it. We recorded it. And we just got it out of the way, and we just recorded so we could get gigs
in like a couple days.
Right.
Each one.
So we could start the process of getting gigs and stuff.
Right.
Because we know it takes a long, long time for people to get to know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
So then
it's personality with music and art. It's
so
the story behind
So the second one was like, now we kind of have a sound, but we're still not sure where our sound is going. We're still figuring it out. We want to get a little more artsy, less rock and roll, but we're still figuring it out. So there's a lot of stuff on there that we definitely like don't even play live anymore. Like there's like Do Anything, which is the first song on the album or on that EP, is like we play that all the time. We love that song. It's gonna be on our next record. We're re-recording it, and it's a popular song. Like when we play it live, like people know the words and stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
And there's Solitary Feeling is a good song that we like to play as the title track on that one. But when we play it on live, it's like a lot different. So the third one, when we started doing the new album, it was definitely like, we kind of know what we want to sound like now. Like we have like, we're not like, I don't feel like we're like definitely legitimately there yet.
Is that really something that you guys like worry about as like, I know it's something like when you're having a conversation with somebody, like, or a conversation with the band, you'll talk about it. But then when you guys are playing and writing together, do you even bring that up or does it just happen? Because I feel like you guys just do mesh well musically.
Let's say this. But
maybe the idea is back there.
We have 10 songs that are going to be on this album. We've thrown away 20 songs. We write, and then at some point, like I go, this isn't our sound. This is not who we are, and we throw it away. And the songs that stick around, and the songs that we still continue to like, we'll keep them.
Right.
But they have to last like a good amount of time.
Yeah. I think part of it too is just like, now having Johnny in the band as opposed to just being us 3, or having it go back and forth between having a 4th member and going back to 3-piece and figuring out what we should do, and just having a steady 4th member, Johnny, in the band, it was easier for us to pick out songs and stick to something.
Because it was a new voice. It was a new voice coming in, and he helped us kind of form what we wanted to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And the whole... I think I'm really following along now because, like, for me, I'll write 3 songs and one of those will work. So, like, a lot do get tossed out.
Yeah.
But it makes more sense now because you guys actually have an idea. You want to be more artsy and experimental, get away from the rock thing. Is that what you said just right now?
Yeah. Like, and I wouldn't. It's.
I mean, but
we're not experimental.
No.
I don't want everyone to think that we're like, we're avant-garde.
No. When I say that, like. The terms are so fucked up, but
I know what you mean.
When I say experimental, like every single song that I write, I try to experiment in a different way. Yeah, and I think every band does that.
Yeah,
and I think what you were saying, or the way that it's coming across to me, is that some stuff just didn't fit with the sound that you already had going, but you guys are still experimenting, still pushing your sound to a new direction.
Right.
And then the ones that do match up and are actually evolving with the band, they stick around, and that makes it onto the new EP.
Right.
Yeah, I was just trying to go from like drivey and heavy to something else that's a little, I don't know, it can still be heavy, but it could be dancey and a little bit more movement and changes, dynamics.
And is that sound change happening because you guys are into that kind of music more now, or what's...
No, I think it's more we're learning to communicate better as a band in terms of musically, and I think that we're more... over time have learned what we want and what we don't want in the band sonically. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up key jingling. I was gonna bring up your music video for fuck, I have my notebook here.
Does it do anything, or
no?
What does it mean to die?
What does it mean to die? I was gonna say what happens when you die, but I knew that wasn't it. So where did the idea for the music video come from? Whose idea was it? And who kind of played like the role of the director in getting it done and organizing all the people? Because it came out really good. And I'll post a little clip here.
That was all Nani.
When we cut back, we should have all been wearing different shirts. That'd be great. Like days have passed. We all have long hair now.
The funny thing is, like, I'm usually that person out of my friends that has those ideas, but my friends don't have like those ideas, and we need to do some little show and execute that shit.
There's
on a side
should
thing.
help us
yeah,
with
let's do some fun.
the
shit.
video.
Oh, I would.
we're gonna
That would be
do.
awesome. I definitely would love the help because the more help, the merrier. Like, you know,
It's fun. It's just fun. Anyway,
it is fun doing that stuff. And so like I'm it's not about who has the ideas, it's about who gets it done.
Right.
So like when it comes to like when it came to that video, it wasn't that and nobody had ideas, it's just I'm the only one who like was like, I have the stuff, I have the place, let's film it, I'm gonna film it, let's get the
Right.
guy, let's, you know, like that's who I am. I'm constantly pushing to get things done.
Right. Well, I found that there's always usually one
Right.
guy like that in the
Yes.
band, and that's usually when there's a successful band. And that doesn't mean that that guy is more important or less important, or that's
Right.
where all
But there's
the
a driving
energy-
force.
Yeah.
Like if everyone was just laid back and nobody cared, then
Well, that's-
you're not going to do anything.
That's half the aspect of being in a band. It's like, I'm in a band.
Yeah, that's half the
I
aspect
kinda
in an
don't care.
unsuccessful band.
Right, and then when you have somebody like yourself,
Just jump
and you
into
guys
it.
are
Well,
friends.
Nani, Nani, I think it's easier for him. Like, he's already that type of person that he's gonna be doing that. He wants to get it done quick. He wants to make everything. But
So he does
I think it's
speed.
easier for him to come up with the concepts of what a video he wants to do because he's writing the lyrics.
That too.
Okay.
So he knows to him what the
Thematically
song
what the song's
means
about.
and
Yeah.
what the feeling should be.
Right.
And how it should visually tie into how
That
the
makes
song
a
sounds.
lot of sense.
Yeah,
And-
the same thing happens when we're actually writing the song. Like I get the vibe in my head of like what the song is supposed to mean in my head. So
Yeah.
I'm painting a picture in my head
Yeah.
of what the visual is. So like if we get like this really darky sounding song and I'm mumbling lyrics to try to figure to land on some sort of a melody.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm imagining like it's about a guy who's like walking down the street and then he gets stabbed and he's sitting there like, why did I deserve this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that whole thing. I just have a mental image in my head. So when we jumped over to the music videos, I already kind of know what I want. So for example, we're working on our new music video right now, which we're getting a guy named Adam Pacheco to direct it, and he's been really. He's doing all the hard work, which is great because like before it was I'll do all the hard work, but now we're getting him to do it. And then I already had painted the picture in my head of exactly what the music video was going to be. And so when he came in to help me with the project, he had his own take on it too. But we're meeting in the middle.
Yeah.
You know.
I think collaboration always makes things a lot better too.
Yeah.
Because like what Psychic Wave has been for me was really I was writing music by myself and I was doing things with like drum machines and it just wasn't, I mean, it wasn't good to begin with anyway. And I wouldn't say it's great even now, but when
It
I
adds like some more soul or
But there's
some
nothing
more
wrong with that
emotion
either.
to it.
No,
What's
there's
that?
nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, real
but-
quick. What's that band that we found with the guy walking all weird in the video?
Dee Dumbo.
Dee Dumbo, have you heard of Dee Dumbo? He's a fucking amazing musician, and he just plays guitar, and he has like a bunch of loop pedals, and it's like the most fucking amazing music I've heard ever.
Well, some people are really good at that, but from like my own personal view, like when somebody came in and was like, "Hey, let me put drums over the music that you're doing," and then
Sure.
like I actually had a bassist and we were
Yeah.
doing all that, like it just sounded a lot better. Or
Totally.
maybe it was just that it was more fun because I was hanging out with people instead of like
Yeah.
like musically masturbating into my own recording
Yeah.
audio. It's like it was just
You're
me, like
Yeah, you're just in an echo chamber of
Yeah.
your own thoughts, and it.
yeah, and
So
I
I've
think
said
it could
this
be
100
boring to
times to
somebody
these
else.
guys. I've said it 100 times. Like Bundy would not be Bundy if it wasn't for these guys.
that's 101.
101 times because like I said, I have like the like general idea. I have like the clay, here it is, but these guys are like beating on the clay,
Do
forming
you feel
the
like
little...
they have like a hard time accepting that, or like they don't believe you? Because why have you said
No,
it 100
I-
times?
No, we all feel the same way.
I just say that to other people. I don't say that to them.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
assholes.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's the impression that other people get, like that it's mostly you?
I hope
Or
not.
how do you feel about that? Do you, I mean,
I feel like a lot of people understand it's Nani singing and playing guitar and writing the vocals.
Right.
So
There's always
people
that.
there's always like that, but they know that it's not him writing everything and that we all work together and getting the end result of each song.
Right.
Yeah.
So
There's plenty of
he's
times.
bringing a lot of the ideas.
There's
to the
tons
table,
of times
but
when
everyone else does their own thing.
He'll
That's
play
awesome.
some bass line just noodling, and I'll be like, "Stop, play that again."
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. All right, Johnny. Like just that one thing clicked in my head, and all of a sudden I got Johnny play this kind of like this sound, like this general idea of a sound, and then he'll start playing something. No, not that. Switch it up. There we go. And then we start building the song.
Nice.
And sometimes that's the fucking
That's how it
beautiful
should
way to
be.
build a song.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll come in with a riff, and or maybe like 2 or 3 times I've come in with a whole song, but generally, very rarely do I write everything,
Yeah.
which is great.
Well, it definitely seems like you guys are well orchestrated as an actual functioning band. I mean, I don't even have to say that. I mean, you guys' content
No,
and your
'cause we
Instagram and the
secretly
music that you
hate
have
each
out.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
how
do
you
have to
make
say.
a great band.
Yeah,
because
Everyone's
then
pretty laid back too. I mean, besides Nani.
Besides
but
me.
everyone's
I'm
pretty laid
tense all the
back,
time.
so
You guys
we're-
gotta start
we'll
it-
all work easy.
you got to start a
well
feud
together.
so you can get in the tabloids, and then
Yeah.
you got like in 10 years when you've got your major success,
Yeah.
you've got to have some kind of like
Hey, Drew?
you sleep with his
Hey,
wife,
Drew?
and then like
Hey, Drew, go fuck yourself.
no, but then you come back and you do that reunion tour, and
Yeah.
you'll be like the Stones, and you'll just be like the highest.
Oh, with
grossing
each
band.
other. We start
Yeah.
a few. Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
I think with somebody else. I was gonna start a few.
No.
Okay.
Fuck Psycho
All right.
Wave.
Yeah.
no,
Those guys are assholes.
Oh, you were trying to start a beef with me,
Right.
See,
He comes in with his button-up fucking shirt. his, Yeah.
Exactly. See, I've smoked too much pot in my life to get offended.
Okay.
So, like when you were just doing that, I was
Yeah.
like, ha.
Okay.
I don't get it. Like, no, I don't do any illegal substances because pot's legal now. Is it?
Exactly.
It's
Sort
kind of.
Kind of, right?
Sort of. I
It's
don't
kind
know.
of always
I-
been
Yeah.
legal.
Yeah.
Do you smoke pot? You smoke pot?
Yeah,
still?
I'm. It goes on and off. Like when I was 16, I can't believe how much pot I smoked.
Okay.
Like,
Big pothead. What about you, Kelsey? You smoked a lot of pot?
I used to.
Yeah.
but then I started getting
Still
anxiety.
do, but I used to.
You don't really smoke. Like
no,
every now and
I
then, right?
barely. Like every now and again I will, but not
We're
really.
big drinkers, though.
Yeah, I drink a lot more than I smoke.
Yeah.
But I used to smoke a lot more than I drink. And I used to drink, get fucked up, and then get high, and I'd only feel high.
Okay.
Like I would stop slurring my words and
Yeah.
stuff. But anyway, I would get anxiety, and I don't really smoke that much
Sure.
anymore. And I actually haven't smoked in like 3-4 months.
people,
That's how I feel too
people
when I
ruin
smoke.
weed
I just
for me.
get
People ruin
anxious.
weed?
Yeah, because
Paranoid.
you get paranoid.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten paranoid, which is the worst.
My heart feels like a kick drum, and I feel like,
Is that like
just-
a Avett Brothers reference?
oh my god. Oh my god. I should start an indie band. Like a indie, what do you call that? Bohemian indie? I don't know.
Sure.
Dude,
You
those guys fucking
it's easy.
rock, though.
All you gotta do is go, ah.
Yeah, you gotta have those claps. Maybe a whistle in there every once in a while.
Right. Did you see that video where those guys make fun of, what's that band? But they've just got the looping machine and they're, fuck.
Oh, it's like how to write a
All
something
J.
song.
Yeah. How to write an All J
Yeah,
song?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
They just have like a little keyboard and stuff.
And they're like totally fucking stoned out of their mind eating like Quaker wafers and stuff. But anyway, but the Avett Brothers, if you check out the other bands they're in, they fucking rock hard.
Oh, I
Those
didn't
dudes
know
can
the other bands.
shred.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying.
So I like folk music. I like real fucking folk music. Like I got a fucking guy with his banjo sitting in a fucking field, right?
Mm-hmm.
That whole idea of what folk music is. So when these fucking guys came out with like the banjos and they're doing fucking like Coldplay music with banjos,
yeah.
I was so bummed out. And that's a trend that lasted for way too long.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
glad
folk
it's
music
dead
in
now.
general got big, so obviously the pop music is gonna try
Right.
to capitalize on
Right,
it.
and they did
Mumford and
to
Sons.
country what or they did to folk what country did to itself. You know what I'm saying? Like country is no longer country; it's pop music.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they did to folk
I'm
music.
still waiting for rap folk.
Rap folk.
I
Yeah.
still really like
Toby Keith.
Carrie Underwood
Okay,
because I like telling the joke that I would definitely like to give her Underwood.
I see.
And that's the
Uh-huh.
only reason I like her. She's hot too. But yeah, people ruin everything.
Yeah,
People ruin pot for
so
you.
we was ruined for me because what happened was people would try to get me to smoke pot, but they would give me like an insane amount. They'd be like, "Here,
Oh,
smoke
yeah.
this bong,
Yeah.
and just keep sucking it, and it's like I don't know how to fucking
Be
smoke
stoned
weed.
out of his
Oh,
mind,
yeah, dude.
and he didn't
Right.
even know.
And then you get super stressed out and they'd be like, dude, you're too stressed.
Exactly.
Take
Why are
it
you
like
tripping?
it.
They fuck with you
And
because
they
they,
just-
know you can't handle it.
No, I used to have this friend where they'd be like, dude, I'd be like, I think I'm having a panic attack. I'm seeing Egypt on the carpet, and I don't think that's there. Like, my mind's just racing to weird places, and they're like, whoa, dude, you're too high.
That doesn't happen.
You should take another hit and calm down. And I'd be like, that makes no mathematical sense to me. More is more.
Right.
But
that's what happened with me. Can't smoke weed very often. If I do smoke weed, I like to do what's basically, they call it microdosing now. Yeah. Where it's like you just take the tiniest little hit just to like feel good.
Yeah.
And
I think microdosing is more of acid.
They do it with weed.
I know, but I was thinking that.
Just watched, the reason I called it microdosing because I just watched a Vice video on it. They're
do
doing
you
it
even watch
with
Vice?
Yeah.
Dude, do you even watch Vice?
Come on.
Oh,
no, I'm behind the times. Dude.
I had the weed moment where I was like, what?
But yeah, like my ex-girlfriend, she just could smoke like bong hits all the time, and like it chilled her out. Like I feel like the way she got chilled out from weed is like how I get chilled out from Xanax. Okay. When I smoke weed, it makes me feel like acid. Like everything gets more HD and like intense. And so, but in with microdosing, we'll call it that for pot. Like if you give me one joint, and I'm at my apartment all day, I will take a hit, take another hit, forget about it for 30 minutes, look at it in the ashtray and go, hey. And then go again. And by the end of the day, I'm super fucking stoned. Right. Like, it keeps adding, but the thing is, I do it at a pace to where I'm not, like, all fucked up. Okay. And then my friends will try to get me to do dabs, and I'm like, I don't want to go to hell right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's
who wants to
too much.
Who wants to smoke that much? That's like the equivalent of, like, we're going to fucking chug a vodka right now. Like, why would you do that?
Of vodka or something.
Like, I want to enjoy my day.
You hate yourself.
I want to enjoy the high.
You're depressed.
I want to be drunk for a long period of time. If I'm drinking, well, sorry, that's not the wrong way to put it. But if I want to be drinking for the day, like, just enjoy the fucking day being, like, slightly drunk. It's fine.
Yeah, I saw this guy come to a party, and they're like, hey, come take a dab. And he's like, I don't think I've ever done that before. How is it? They're like, oh, you'll love it. And they give him, just like what Nani said, they gave him this ridiculous amount of hash or oil or whatever it is. And he takes a hit, coughs for like 5 minutes straight, and immediately just goes, I need to go home. Yeah. And just left without saying anything to anybody.
That's the worst feeling.
It's uncomfortable. You legitimately feel stuck.
Yeah. When you're like, I have to leave right now because I'm going to die in 2 seconds.
And it sucks when you're at a party too, because then you're like, I'm that guy. Yeah. I've got to go. Yeah. Or else things are going to get weird for everyone.
Yeah.
Or I'm just going to fall asleep.
I haven't had that in a long time because I'm old now. So I know to just say, old. I know how to say no.
You can't be old because then I'm going to be old soon. So don't do that. I don't want to be old soon.
It's easy.
I'm just happy that I'm a little bit younger than Nani, so...
Age don't mean shit.
Yeah. Everyone who's like older than me watching it, they're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
I'm
old.
Younger than you, and I'm saying shut the fuck up.
Yeah, when my bones are creaking in the morning.
Yeah, dude. As soon as I can't like play guitar, just euthanize me.
You mean because of like, what's it called? Arthritis?
Yeah, well, I just mean like as soon as I can't enjoy the things that I enjoy in life, euthanize me. That's when I'm old. That's when I'll be like, oh, fuck.
When incontinence hits. When you're shitting yourself.
Mm.
Yeah. No, more than that. Like you can still play guitar, but you're gonna be shitting yourself.
Depends on how much I hate my nurse.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. She's really hot.
That'd be worse.
There's no way.
Because you want her to be embarrassed.
Okay,
right?
you want her to bone you, but she's wiping your shit. She's not gonna bone you.
The only way that she might bone me, and the only way that I wouldn't just have her euthanize me, is if I had money. Because then you still got the. Well, they do have Viagra,
dude, by the time we're
and you've got lips.
Well, they're coming to write my will today.
By the time we're old, you're going to have a lot of money if you're in a nursing home. We're not going to have any fucking money. We're not going to have retirement.
What are you talking about? He's going to have even less money. The way the economy is going. Are we getting into that? No, we're not.
We can avoid that.
Let's keep moving.
Anyway, I fucked that up. Actually, I might be able to get some of the audio off of that.
Speaking of fucking shit up, I just got a comment from Mike from Iris that says, fuck yeah. So, props to you.
Yeah, Mike. Gay Mike.
Gay Mike. Gay Flake Mike.
That Mike?
Now we're just mixing up.
No.
The Mike from Iris.
We're combining mics now.
Yeah, now all mics are one.
Yeah. Call him.
I don't have his number. We're not that cool.
I'm going to call him. If he doesn't answer, that'll be even funnier.
Like, dude, we know you're on your phone. You have your phone. You just commented on our page.
No, not text. See, that's my go-to thing.
What are you going to ask him?
I don't know.
Should ask him like something real dumb.
I'm gonna. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
No.
Where you at?
Where am I at?
Yeah.
I am in Claremont, California at the moment.
So I just wanted to get you on the phone because Bundy is calling you out as the worst band ever.
Bundy is what?
Calling you out as the worst band ever.
I knew this was going to happen, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ever since I got those guys on that peyote, man, they just been like, you know what I mean?
We just thought we were better than you.
Yeah, I know how it is. No, we just want to give you a call because we saw that you just commented, but we thought it'd be funny, and it was.
Oh, are you guys still doing the thing right now?
Yeah, I got these guys right in front of me. We got the podcast going right now. You're on speakerphone.
Who's there?
We've got Kelsey and Nani.
Who's there? You guys hanging up on me?
No. We got Kelsey and Nani.
Oh.
He's like, oh, dude, I was hoping it was Derek and Johnny for sure.
Do you know that?
What's going on, brother, man?
How's it going, Gay Mike?
What's up, dude?
Hell yeah, my boy. Yeah, you guys are sick, man. Bundy rules, man.
We wanted it. We're doing it's one of those. What do they call it? How do you win millionaires' money?
Oh, call a friend.
We're doing a call a friend.
Cool. I can't hear anything you're saying. You're breaking up, but
We're not breaking up. We're still together, dude.
yeah, you guys are great, man. You guys are great.
All right, we'll tell him bye because that's
All right, peace.
I hope this gets a podcast.
Oh, it is. Don't worry. We'll have a picture of your face over the video the whole time.
I still can't hear anything, but you guys are great. Bundy's great.
Just hang up on him.
All right, see you later, man.
Bag.
Wow, what a dick, dude! Pretending he couldn't hear us. Wow.
Maybe all mics are flakes.
You know what's funny?
Mics are flakes.
That might have been what he was doing because that's a good way to get out of it without.
Yeah. He's probably.
I'm going through a tunnel. He has like an old candy wrapper.
I need to text him that I love him and I'm sorry because that was so fucked up.
Put him on the spot.
While he's texting him, I just want to take the time to shout out to Huggies, who provided the underwear that we're wearing tonight so that we don't have to go to the bathroom. No bathroom breaks on this podcast. And I'd like to also shout out to Aunt Jemima because she's a curvy babe.
You know what's funny? I just syruped my Huggies. So it kind of makes sense.
It kind of seals it so nothing can get out.
Yeah.
You just put it around your legs where the Huggies meet your legs and on your skin, and it creates a seal.
It just creates a seal. And you know, it's so syrupy in there right now, so anytime I kind of move, it's like a mini orgasm, and it's just great.
Whoa. That's on camera.
Yeah.
You guys got to see his vinegar strokes.
The funny thing is I have the editing power in this, and it's still going to make it. So that's the great part about it.
All right. So what do you want to talk about? Besides shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
Licking Mitches.
Oh, yeah. Kind of. Actually, that's a really good transition because, so what was up with the couple making out at your show? Just dry humping.
Man.
Nobody knows, really.
Nobody knows, man. They were the ghost crew.
Yeah, nobody knows who they were. They weren't anybody's friends. They were just fucking each other right behind Nani, pretty much.
Here's what I know.
They really
at
liked your
approximately 9 p.m., we started playing our set, right? Mm-hmm. At approximately halfway through our set, a couple, I think they came off the street, and they just
came in.
They just saw that something was going on. They were drunk, probably from some other bar, and they showed up, and they didn't even walk in the bar. They just posted up right by the door, which is right behind me, and they just started dry humping right behind me. But the whole time I didn't know this because while I was there, I was performing, so my back's to them, and I can't see what's going on.
You're in the
and
zone.
Then,
it was art, and you just don't understand.
I don't understand art.
You don't understand art.
I don't. It was
performance art.
Right. It was a piece against the liberation of the Tibetan monks.
Yeah. Nani, the lead singer and guitarist of Bundy, doesn't even know about art.
No, I don't. I have no idea. Sorry,
so how
guys.
do you fall
Doesn't
into this
appreciate it.
profession when you know
I
nothing
used
about
to
it?
intern for some guy named like Mondrian, and
a dope name.
I had no idea.
You know
he
he
just
fucks.
he just had
He does.
he just had me shine his shoes. I don't know what the story was,
Shoes
but he was
being
some
dick.
sort of art guy.
Yeah.
And so this couple came in and they started making out, and afterwards people were telling me that they couldn't watch us because they were like trying to avoid watching the fucking couple dry hump. It was classic bar drunks.
Were they? I mean, it was dry humping. They weren't actually fucking.
No,
right?
no, I don't think so.
Depends on what their definition of fucking is. Maybe they don't actually have genitalia.
Yeah, they're
It's
like
true.
the angels in Dogma.
They could just be very.
Wait, what is
Christian.
that? I don't know what that is.
So
And
Kevin
They don't
Smith movie.
have. Yeah. So in the movie,
Oh.
these angels don't have genitals, so they have
That's,
nothing to. Yeah. That's the joke.
Making out's just like the best.
Yeah, heavy pegging.
Or do they lick the smoothness?
That
That's a
might
good
be-
question,
yeah.
because
Do
I
they
feel
have
like
an embedded clitoris where like if you
It's like a
really
mental thing.
push in there?
Yeah,
right.
it's
It's more about
still-
the idea.
Yeah,
Like scissoring lesbians. Like I'm sure there's a better way,
yeah, they just
but
smash
it's just
in
the
between.
the,
I can't-
the genital hug.
I honestly can't speak for lesbians because I've never scissored with a vagina, but I assume that there's some pleasure
He's
there.
only scissored with dicks.
Yeah, I know. I think scissoring with a vagina for you is called intercourse. But
Yeah. He's
this
only
just in, Nani's never had sex.
I don't
he's
know a
only
lot of things about
docked
life.
his penis into another man's foreskin,
God.
so it just goes in like that.
I feel like all of this podcast needs to just be erased, but I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna let you go up. And the only reason we're saying this shit is because we're idiots and we're drinking beer.
Do you have to explain it? I mean, anybody that takes this seriously is a fucking dick.
Yeah, you're a dick.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm looking at you touching your dick while you're fucking being a dick. That's so meta of you. You're so fucking hipster.
That.
I might actually enjoy it if people actually touch their dicks to this.
Oh my god, dude! I would greatly enjoy that.
Right?
There's not
That-
even a question
like
in my
it'd be,
mind.
it would be weird, but it would kind of be flattering in a way, you know?
Not even kind of.
So,
It would
so
be
in my
flattering.
diary tonight, I'm gonna write, "Dear Diary, I went on the Psychic Wave podcast, and I got so fucking ripped that all I talked about was Michael Maldonado's tiny fucking pecker."
Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to end it here. I don't like that slander.
Yeah.
I don't like you throwing people that I know under the bus.
That
This
is
is
slander.
rude.
Did you just assume Michael's gender? Done.
We'll wrap
Yeah.
it up right now. All right, so this is the ending, my friends.
I'm gonna piss myself.
He's gonna piss himself. I have had such an amazing time with two members of Bundy. We've got Nani and we've got Kelsey. And I would like to say that if you ever meet them, you are a lucky motherfucker.
This one goes out to Diana in Mexico.
Diana, Mexico.
You know what we talking about, motherfucker? ASMR. And yeah, if you've listened this far, we really appreciate it. Support your local bands and support people that have artistic integrity, and let them piss when they need to piss. Cut the podcast.
Wait, real quick. We got a single out called Holy Vultures. We got another single out coming out in a few weeks called Bastard Performer. It's going to have a music video. And then after that, our album comes out early 2018. Check it out, please. Thank
And
God,
I've listened
please.
to both of those. Bastard Performer
pee.
has not been released. He's got to pee. We're going to end it real quick. But Bastard
See you
Performer,
guys.
it has not been released. I listened to it, and I'm the luckiest person in the world. So when it comes out, you better buy it. All right. Thanks so much for coming on. It's been fun.